A man who truly believes in himself does not negotiate when people want to step away from him. He does not beg for people to stick around in his life, but he simply lets them go. A big mistake that a lot of guys make in 2026 is trying to hold on to people, trying to stop them from walking away. This can be friends, this can be family, this can even be relationships. A lot of guys are so scared of losing people that they try and cling on, even when they're finding themselves in relationships or situationships where they are being disrespected on a day-to-day basis, where they're not being valued, where communication is disruptive, and whereby they just don't feel respected all around. Despite all of that, there are a lot of guys who are happy to put up with that. So much so that they will chase, so much so that they will beg people to stick around, try and convince them to stay in their lives. This is a big mistake. The most peace that I believe a man can have is when he is comfortable with people going. Now, it's not to say that you want to get rid of your friends. It's not to say that you don't want any people that are close to you. No, of course you do. We are humans. We depend on human connection. That's sort of how we coexist. But it is to say that you are comfortable if someone wants to step away. You're okay with it. You are comfortable within your own skin, or comfortable enough within your own skin that it doesn't really matter if somebody wants to step away, if somebody decides that you're not a valuable friend to have in their life anymore, or you're not a valuable man that they want to date anymore, whatever. A man who's truly comfortable in his own skin, he doesn't chase, he doesn't beg. He lets it go. He accepts that sometimes in life we're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And he accepts that, look, if they were really a friend that was right for me, or a girlfriend that was right for me, or a family member that's right for me, they'll come back. The more time you waste chasing people that don't want you, or say they don't want you, or show that they don't want you, the more damage you are doing to the relationship you have with yourself. There's something quite hurtful within the optics of a man who is chasing somebody or begging somebody to stay in his life when that somebody has said that they don't want to be in his life, that they don't want to be his friend, they don't want to be his girlfriend, whatever it is, that essentially they don't value him. And I would say, look, any self-respecting guy allows people to walk away. Any self-respecting guy understands that his peace is more important than trying to keep somebody along. If they're telling you that they're not along for the ride, and they're showing you that they're not along for the ride, don't try and lock them in the car. Let them go. You know, you keep driving, you keep going forward, and hey, maybe a few miles down the road, they realize they've taken the wrong turn, or they've got off at the wrong stop and they want to get back in the car with you. Now that's up to you. If you want to exercise forgiveness, I know a lot of you Christian guys, you're big on that, you can do. Or you can say, you know what, you didn't value me, you value me when I was down, and I'm not going to allow you to jump on the bus whilst I'm up, so you can swivel on it. Depending on your outlook and how you want to do things, the choice is yours. But you're not going to find yourself with that option if you're just trying to keep hold of everybody. If you're just trying to ensure that you never lose people, you're going to lose people. It's life. You're going to have friends today that aren't your friends in 10 years' time. That's the reality. Now, the good ones, the great ones, you want to try and keep hold of them. The good women in your life, I'm lucky to have many. I'd love to keep hold of them. And I'm sure you would as well. The good friends in your life, try and keep hold of them. But look, if somebody is disrespecting you and somebody is actively making you feel miserable, they're distancing themselves from you, don't chase them. Let them go. Let them go. And on the flip side, it's a similar point. But you need to start thinking about your current group of friends and your current relationships and whether you actually need to be the one to kick them to the curb rather than allowing them to go. Sometimes a good thing to do is obviously let people walk away, let them go. You do what you want to do. I'm over here, I'm protecting my peace. Another part of protecting your peace is enforcing those boundaries and having difficult conversations. Now, if you've got friends that are constantly disrespecting you and it goes beyond banter and it goes beyond a bit of a laugh, and you're getting into a sort of weird territory where you've got friends that are almost trying to pick on you or bully you. That's quite a serious word, but you'll know what the right word is depending on your situation. But if you're finding yourself in that sort of setup, you've got to have a conversation with yourself and really be honest. Is it time to kick them to the curb? Is it time to enforce some boundaries and say, listen, my friend, you can't speak to me like that? And if you do, then I don't think I want to hang around with you anymore. I don't think you're good for me. And sometimes those conversations are necessary. And, you know, in a lot of cases, what you'll find is that your friend will hear that and he won't realize what an arse he's been. He won't realize how obnoxious he's been. And 9 times out of 10, you'll get an apology and the behavior will change. But if it doesn't, then that is an opportunity for you to stand on that of which you preach and to enforce those boundaries. And for you to say to somebody, no, I don't want you in my life. Get strict with this, guys, because the patterns that you establish now will strengthen over time. So if you become a guy who has a bunch of friendships with people that don't really like him, that don't really respect him, that actively disrespect him, that's not going to change next year. That's not going to change the year after that. It's only going to become firmer and more present within your life. And more people are going to see you in this way. People are going to look at you and they're going to judge you based on how you allow other people to treat you. And that will just reinforce this negative cycle. So you have a real responsibility, I would say, to future you, to start getting tougher about who you're spending your time with. Banter's good, fun's good, a laugh is good, occasional mick taking is good. For you Americans, mickey taking is, teasing between friends. Those things are necessary sometimes, but disrespect is a no-no. Somebody not supporting you or the things that you do, as long as they are right and moral and ethical, that's important. If they're not supporting you when you are doing things that are good, then that's a no-no. But you've got to become tougher about who you're spending your time with because it impacts you. Some people are going to slow you down. Some people are going to stunt your growth. Some people are going to try and sabotage your growth. And if you're too scared to lose people, that you're too scared to enforce boundaries or let people go, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a difficult time. So I recommend, if somebody's distancing themselves from you and they don't see your value, let them go. But if somebody is actively in your life on a day-to-day basis and they're disrespecting you, check it. Stand up for yourself. Often we hype up this action. We get scared. We think it's something bigger than what it actually is. We think it's going to be this grand argument in front of a bunch of people. Often all it takes is a couple of firm words, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get an apology. But the guarantee that is that if you don't do anything and you don't stand up for yourself, or indeed you don't let people go and you keep chasing them and you keep begging for attention, you keep begging people to stay in your life and not leave you, nothing's going to change. And you're going to be this guy now and forever. And I know that's not what you want. It's going to take some difficult conversations, and it's going to take accepting that people are going to go. But when you switch your mindset and you start to respect yourself in this way, the right people will gravitate towards you. It might not feel like that right now, but over the period of months and years, your circle is going to look very, very different. And it's going to look different because you curated it. And you encouraged the good and you got rid of the bad. And that can start today. It's just up to you. Anyway guys, if you took some value from this video today, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for much more from me, and comment your thoughts down below. I'd be really interested to hear what you got to say. Check out the links down below in the description of this video. If you want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, there is a link for that down below, and a free men's Discord community as well. As always guys, thank you for your time and your attention, and I'll see you in the next one.